When he was little, he went back and forth between being a bull rider and a soldier. I mean, we're a military family, so he grew up with that in the back of his mind, I think. It was the most helpless I'd ever felt, is to just not know where he's at. Through all of this, I've never got the feeling that they actually were looking for him. It was just a fight from the beginning. CID wouldn't take a missing person report. Killeen police wouldn't take one. I really do think that if Vanessa hadn't gone missing, I still wouldn't know where he's at. He knows me well enough to know that I would not let another soldier on that base get hurt if I could help it. We have to drag all of their dirty laundry out. That's what we're going to do.
They call it the Great Place, but recently they're referring it as the place where you go for a death sentence. They have an obligation to keep our service members and our community safe. So I decided I was going to do it for them. I was going to start tracking the data. I was going to build a website where all the missing cases that I could find, all the cold cases that I could find, we would be able to share that information to generate tips to get these cases solved. Unfortunately, there's so much of it, I couldn't keep up. There were 13 that were ruled homicides. They all occurred off base. 7 of them are unsolved. We found 1 homicide on post, that was Vanessa. 21 deaths were ruled suicide that we know for a fact, either from the military themselves, the media, or the family came to us. And then 32 were found dead on post, cause of death unknown. 17 found dead off post, cause of death unknown. I think it's absolutely unacceptable that there's basically close to 50 soldiers. We have absolutely zero idea how they died. I was motivated to do the research on military crime and suicide issues specifically because of my own experiences as a victim of crime in the Air Force.
Fort Hood has sadly a long history of tragedy, multiple mass shootings, lots of missing people, a lot of problems with sexual assault, sexual harassment. They have problems with prostitution. When we look at the prosecution numbers in the military, they're horrifically bad. And it seems to be there's, from the leadership, no concern about getting to the root of that.
When the whole Vanessa thing came up, it was like, I have to say something. My very first day at boot camp was my 19th birthday. Being around people, being a part of something bigger than myself, it was just something I always wanted to do. I didn't go get a rape kit. I just went to sleep and went to PT the next day. And I'm still having to work around the person who sexually assaulted me. That's when the anger, the anxiety started to come. Where I attempted suicide, so I was admitted to the psych ward. I'm not the same person. And like that's the one thing we talk about, like with all like the sexual assault victims, like the groups I was in. It's like the only thing we want is that old person back, and I'll never get that person back. I don't see myself as being courageous or brave or anything like that. I just hope that me speaking up let somebody else know, like, okay, if she did it, then I can do it too. If she did it, I can do it too.